Oh my God, what happened to TR Trizzy? Bro, it's not looking good for TR Trizzy, man. I didn't think all of these documents would be released. I was going to leave this and I wasn't going to talk about it again until it was over. But there's just been like a 50-page document that I've just read through, released for the indictment on TR Trizzy. I've read through all of it, so you don't have to. We're going to cover all of the key things in these documents. And there's also a lot to learn from this, guys, because this looks like a classic case of letting fast money get to your head and make you think you're invincible here, because this guy took no steps to cover his tracks from what it's looking like. No steps. The guy thought he was untouchable. It's ridiculous when you read through it. In the indictment, it says they weren't able to find any legal streams of income from him. They say he made nearly 200 cash deposits. And I even remember a Snapchat that he posted saying the US is so good because you can just deposit money in banks and they don't ask questions. While that may be true, it's because America is a much bigger country. In the UK, of course, if you try to deposit $5 they're going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. They're going to freeze your account and they're going to do the long thing. But it's never a problem until it's a problem, bro. It's never a problem until it happens, especially in America. You can be thinking you're living the high life, getting away with everything, but then once it's a problem, oh, it's a big problem. You better hope your papers are in order. When you're posting the flashy lifestyle on social media and according to the IRS, you ain't making any legal money and you ain't declaring nothing, you thinking because you changed your name, there's like 10 different names for him in this indictment, that you're going to go under the radar. You can go under the radar. If you are sending methamphetamine to the UK, allegedly, bro, it's better to have all of these things in order. So when they do audit you, they do investigate you, you've got your papers in order. But he had none of that in order. He has his real name linked to the way they've linked everything is so simple. It will sound complicated, but it is so simple, and it shows that he took no steps to cover his tracks. So yeah, we're going to get into all of this. We're going to cover everything, guys. So leave a like. Let's get that out of the way. This is going to be a great video. I'm going to tell you guys everything we know so far. All right, so Tristan Samuel, aka Marlo Mayowa Stanfield, aka Marlo Stanfield, aka Marlo Thompson, aka Trey Lucas, aka Trizzy, aka TR Trizzy, aka El Chopo, aka Rahul Ramesh. Okay, I'm being serious, guys. This is on the indictment. He was arrested on the 15th of July and the criminal complaint was filed on the July the 16th on conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine. The complaint was filed by Special Agent Daniel K. Richest. Now, the USA is a big place. The USA weren't privy to this, but it was the UK who contacted USA authorities, which triggered the US authorities to investigate TR Trizzy. And along this, you're going to see so many steps where he didn't cover his tracks and didn't take the right steps. And I'm going to explain to you guys how he could have actually covered his tracks on these steps, which is even more frustrating. So there was shipment A and shipment B, which the UK authorities intercepted. So shipment A was addressed to Rachel Withenshaw, and this is where it was sent to. It was intercepted by police and it was found to contain 865 grams of meth. And shipment B, this is Gregory Boulevard. I was looking for number 22 Gregory Boulevard. I couldn't find it. We found number 75. But a package addressed to somebody called Helen Carter was found to have 895 grams of meth. So the police in the UK seized these packages. The police then arrested somebody called Jardel Calvert 2 months later. He ended up pleading guilty on the basis that he said he thought it was cannabis. He had no idea they were shipping in meth. Now here's where it gets techie, guys, because they searched this guy's phone. They've got so many tools to get into phones. Don't think they can't get into your phone. It's not going to be easy, but if they want to get into your phone, they will get into your phone. They can extract data and messages from your phone. That's why even people who use Telegram and they even use the device to device only mode, bro, that's not even good because they can access the messages if they seize your phone. And if there's any links between you and that phone, you're done out here, bro. People be getting too comfortable. I be telling you, man, you can't get comfortable, especially in this digital world where everything's so easily traceable. You're going to find out, guys. You're going to see. Between July and November 2023, they noticed multiple Snapchat messages between Calvert and another Snapchat account called Trizzy Chop. On November 24th, 2023, they found Telegram messages where a Telegram account sent a message to Calvert or Jardel saying, "Do not save my name as Trizzy." So they've got access to all of these Telegram messages. They're talking back and forth saying, where's this city? What city is it in? So I know where to ship it to. And it was UK authorities that identified it because it's on Snapchat. Now, guys, when you're messaging on Snapchat, because a lot of trappers, I'm just being real, a lot of trappers use Snapchat willy-nilly. Most people are too small for the authorities to care, but when you're getting investigated, when they get into your phone, if you're you're involved in some big thing. Bro, it's long for you, my guy. It's long for you. Because if they don't get the messages on your phone, they just have to go to Snapchat, and Snapchat will give them everything. They give them everything, bro. They don't make it hard. Snapchat, they cooperate with law enforcement, bro. But the UK police were already onto him. They just passed it over to America because he's over there. Look at this page of the indictment, bro. They've linked his Snapchat and they've linked his appearance in a magazine called Brits. This is a man who was too comfortable, bro. Using the same name, all the links. And as we get deeper into this, guys, you're going to see how they link his IP addresses. They subpoena phone companies in America and they bug his phone. They use trap and trace to bug his phone. They're not playing out there, G. And it was UK law enforcement that gave the FBI the information that they believe Trizzy was living in LA and he came there on this passport. Because America's huge, bro. They're not watching you until they're watching you. Now remember, guys, TR Trizzy was arrested on the 15th. He was arrested just under a week ago. On the 17th of September 2024, they submitted a subpoena to Verizon to get access to the records of TR Trizzy's alleged phone number. Again, this is an open case, alleged phone number. You're going to see the extent they can go to with your digital footprint to link you to things that you think you're covered on when you're not. After looking at the subpoena records for the phone number, they confirmed that it belonged to somebody with the name Marlo Stanfield, which is one of the aliases that they allege TR Trizzy was using. Now, where they say TR Trizzy was living is so exclusive, you can't even view it on Street View in Google Maps because it's private roads. But luckily, we've been able to find pictures of the house. Here is the house. Wow. Goes for $10 million. Just wow. This is like one of them houses you'd see on the Kardashians, bro. Just ridiculous. This guy was living like this. Look at, we're not even done with the pictures, G. We're not even done with the pictures. Look at this. Look at the pool. Look how he was living. In an interview of Armani, he's talking about his pool cleaning fees. I see it. Wow, man. This is exactly where the interview took place.
Seeing people from...
Armani was in this house, but that's exactly where the interview took place, right there. Same yard, guys. Same yard. This yard is ridiculous, though. Trizzy, you don't need this much space, my bro. Who am I to tell you what you needed? What is this? What even is this? He had an elevator in there. That's the bare minimum, bro. I'd want an elevator if my yard was this big. What do you even do with all this space? What do you even do with it, bro? I'd have a party every day. Look at the views. Oh, can you just imagine, like, you lot chilling with a man them. You lot got the guys with their girlfriends there. You got a couple hoes there. Girls are in the pool. You lot are just barking a zoot on the balcony, chilling. Late night in California, bro. Ain't got to worry about the weed being illegal. You're just getting high. You're in a gated community. You're cool with the security. Brother, that is a life I would get used to extremely quickly, bro. And I'll tell you guys this, is like once, because this is a different level, you know what I mean? I've experienced finer things in life. So, you know, humbling myself down and like going legit, changing myself, it was not easy. But I can't imagine how hard it is when you're living like this, you know? And what you'd be willing to do to maintain living like this, because this is another level, my bro. It's another level. Absolutely crazy. But what they also did is they linked photos that he took by his house to his Instagram. So they linked it to him. So they've linked everything together. He thought he was covering his tracks. Nah, bro. They've linked everything together. Just because you're not an American citizen, when they want to watch you, when they want to track your shit, they'll track your stuff, G. But one thing I will say is that TR Trizzy was acting like he owned the yard, but in the court document here, it says that he was renting it because they contacted the agency that was responsible for renting it to him. Ross Morgan and Company Inc. These are the guys who got subpoenaed by the FBI to give over any information they had about who was renting that house. And on the agreement, he used the name Marlo Stanfield. And it says here that TR Trizzy changed his name twice in the UK. And changing your name don't get you off debts. It don't get you, like, changing your name, it can help cover tracks, but it's public information. If the FBI want to find out, they can find out you change your name. You know, you can't run away from your problems by changing your name. Believe me, guys, believe me, I've looked into this plenty of times, trust me. In February 2019, he changed his name from Samuel to Trey Lucas. And in December 2019, he changed his name to Marlo Mayowa Stanfield. And they say his birth name is Tristan Samuel. But what's crazy is this guy had, like, they were doing real life surveillance on this guy. They were really following him around. It gets crazy, guys. Keep watching and like the video if you haven't already, because it gets even crazier. And they've even gone and checked with the Department of Homeland Security to see when this guy entered the country country and it all adds up. It says he got on a flight from Dubai. He came to LA from a flight in Dubai. We know Trizzy was living in Dubai for a while. And he took this flight. He arrived in LA on January 17th, 2021, when it was actually hard to get into America because of COVID restrictions, but he had his ways. Now, back to shipment A and shipment B, the two packages of meth that were intercepted by the UK. They've tracked back these shipments. So this is the return address that they're alleging that TR Trizzy put on the package that he sent to Manchester, package A. Now, obviously, they know that this isn't the return address for where it was sent. Of course, they know that, but why would you put your real address on that if you're sending meth to the UK? And this place is a 1-hour drive from Calabasas. So it's not even in LA, it's in Anaheim. Anaheim is where a lot of these conventions happen, like PAX, you know, all these like conventions, like they usually happen in Anaheim. But then we've got, this is the return address that was put on. It's funny, there's a USPS van right there as well. But this is the return address that was put on shipment B. Now, obviously, this place, I mean, you never know, but come on, man, you know. Now, the investigating agent believes that this was done to stop any link back from FedEx. Well, they went and subpoenaed FedEx. Yes, they went and subpoenaed FedEx. Brother, you need to understand, when the FBI is on your ass, everyone is gonna talk. These companies, oh, here you go. Oh, here you go. Oh, your subpoena. All right, here you go. Gotta cover your tracks. All right, don't ship meth, you know? Don't do fraud, you know? Don't sell drugs. But if you're gonna do it, cover your tracks. And don't think you're never going to get caught, because every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. Now, after they subpoenaed FedEx for the information on shipment A and shipment B, they find out that both of these packages were shipped on the same day from two different FedEx locations. They were both sent on the 16th of September, 2023. Now, it doesn't say which exact one, but there are two FedEx centers in Irvine, California. It could be this one, or it could be this one, where shipment A was sent from. Could have been here, man. Who knows? And then it looks like shipment B was sent from this FedEx center. But they say it was sent from a FedEx center in Fullerton, California. There are a few. Could be a different one, but you guys get the gist of it. Look at these train tracks just over here. Now, here's where he rubbed out, right? Here's where I think he made a grave mistake. Because in this subpoena, FedEx was forced to hand over all of the IP addresses that access the tracking to these shipments, which is normal. I would expect you to be prepared for this, you know? Because, guys, I want you to see how they catch him out, because you can use a proxy. First of all, I don't know why you're checking the tracking anyway once you've shipped it. But second of all, on your own device, with your own IP address that's linked to you, someone who's living how you're living, bro. Proxy's not that expensive. You can get a good one that uses residential addresses that are like £150 a gigabyte, which might sound like a lot, but believe me, it completely masks you. And it's not like these dead proxies, yeah, that will have like thousands of people using the same IP address regularly, like these random IP addresses that get flagged up by websites. Like, no, you want a proper untraceable one that will constantly be switching, but not switching too much, because websites are becoming more privy to that now, because IP addresses do change, but they don't change by a lot. If it's a drastic change, a completely different number, then that will flag up some systems. But if you're participating in these activities, first of all, your Percy, never. Your personal device doesn't touch this, doesn't receive a message to do with this stuff, nothing. No device that's linked to you involves anything to do with this. Yeah, I keep telling people, like, bro, you need a device that's never, ever connected to your home Wi-Fi, hotspot, called you, nothing. You don't even want that device to have even been near your yard. Now, you see, look at this. I was going to show you guys the ISP that ended up getting subpoenaed, but for some reason, I can't access this. So I'm going to show you exactly how you access these things. Brave should let me in. Wow. Okay, you leave me no choice. Hurry up, man. Okay. All right, we got in. But Charter Communications, they're the ones who filed the subpoena. They're the ones who had the subpoena filed against them. And they go by the name Spectrum, you know? Like Talk, Sky, BT, Virgin Media, you know? Yeah. Even just using Tor browser, bro, like you can go undetected. But if they want to track you, they can. But it's just hard for them to track you. You know, you get what I'm saying, guys. Now, on the subpoena that they got for the internet, the IP address that was used to check shipment A and shipment B, this is how deep they've gone into this, guys. Like, this is why you have to cover your tracks. It may feel extra in the moment if you're doing, because I understand there are people who might be doing things they're not proud of right now. But trust me, you want to be able to walk away from this stuff, bro. Do not think you're untouchable. I'm going to keep reiterating that in this video. But the IP address that was used was linked to an Ashley Guarasi. Ashley Guarasi. Yeah, and it says it's linked to this address here, or this address here, you know, a nice house, nice place, yeah? Still in California. But here's where it fumbles. Good job at registering to a different place. You know, I don't know if that's the homeowner who set up that internet for you, but if it wasn't, good move. Like, good covering. But an email address called trtrizzy.management@gmail.com is linked to this internet. You know what I mean? So it's just, they've got you. They've got you. Now, on October 22nd, 2024, the FBI said to Google, hey, give us information on this guy. On October 23rd, 2024, Google gave them everything they asked for. And in those Google records, it exposed that the same phone number that we spoke about earlier, that was linked to his real name, or linked to one of his names, that is linked to the Google account, that is linked to the internet service plan, that is linked to the IP address, that is linked to the FedEx tracking, that is linked to shipment A and shipment B that was seized in the UK and found to contain methamphetamine. You get it now? And the name given for that account email address is Tristan Samuel. Now, because of all of these links, the FBI believe that it was TR Trizzy who checked both shipments on a device that was connected to his home internet. And they believe that he is either responsible for the shipment or he directed another person to make the shipment happen and wanted to check the status of it. But it gets even worse, guys. They got into his iCloud. Like, they searched his iCloud and they found more than 8,000 photographs and 3,000 videos, bro. Cooked. It's mad. So on the 2nd of October 2024, the FBI filed a request to Apple saying, give us information on this iCloud account, on this phone number, give us information on all of this. And on the 29th of October, Apple got back to them, gave them the information that they felt like they needed to hand over. And then they find out that the iCloud account was activated just a day after the SIM card was activated. And 7 days later, on the 6th of November, 2024, a Judge Brianna F. Murchef, I don't know if we can find a picture of her. Judge Murchef served in multiple roles at the Federal Public Defender's Office for the Court District of California from 206 to 210. Okay, this doesn't even matter though. It's just the judge in it. I was looking for a photo of her, but hey. But she signed a search warrant. So that pretty much means, Apple, you need to give us everything on this iCloud account. And Apple took a month because Apple's probably trying to look for a way out of this, because Apple does try not to do this. They don't really want to. But a month later, they gave them access to 8,000 photos, 3,000 videos, and they say they found multiple selfies of TR Trizzy and videos, and they conclude that this account belongs to him. This phone number belongs to him. It's an airtight way to like link everything to him. And Americans do say that the feds, like, I think the feds have like a 90% conviction rate or something like that. They don't play. When they arrest you, they're arresting you because it's like, listen, you can take this to trial, but you'd be stupid to do this. Let's just take a plea deal. We've got you. And they even went through the photographs and found the exact photograph that was used on the Snapchat account that was used to talk to Calvert in the UK, who received, they've got him. It's mad. And also with Telegram, people think Telegram's secure, bro. You've got screenshots on your phone that can always be accessed. Even if you delete them, they can still maybe access them. You use device-to-device chat only. They can extract things from your phone. Telegram is not secure at all, guys. I don't know where this myth of Telegram being a secure messaging service has come from. For me, the only app that I knew was Gara was an app called Wicker. Amazon ended up buying it and it was still super secure, but Amazon ended up shutting it down because when you have these super secure apps, and I'm telling you, man, the harsh truth, yeah? When you have these super secure apps for messaging, bro, a lot of weirdos posting child stuff, yeah? They come and use that app. And then apps end up getting shut down because of these freaking weirdos. So they've even looked up the names, the Telegram names, and they're looking at screenshots on his phone to say that it's you who's running these Telegram accounts. It's so messed up and it's so sloppy. And the investigator says Samuel uses numerous variations and combinations of TR Trizzy and Chop Life as monikers or aliases, which, hey, Chop Life or no life. Heard you rocking with the op guys, you swap sides. But on his iCloud account, here's where it gets peaked. They find more than 60 photos of shipping labels. Why is this on your phone, G? Why is this on your iCloud? Why is this on your personal device? It's just stupidity, bruv. Like, it's the stupidity, I'm telling you, bruv. Here they found pictures of cannabis on his phone, and here's another thing. People seem to think you delete it, you can move it here, act like it's a different time. No, like, no, bruv. They can check when the picture was actually taken. Like, guys really don't understand the level of surveillance that goes on, bruv. It's mad. But they're just showing a bunch of pictures of drugs, cash, guns, like, you know, just not things that are not gonna help his case. But here's where it gets mad. They did a trap and trace on this guy. They tapped his phone. They bugged his phone phone. So they were monitoring to see who he's communicating with from that phone number, like who he's calling and who's calling him. And they're also able to prove that he was physically present at his property between these dates that they've got him on. It's just a whole madness, guys. It's a whole madness. Now, it looks like TR Trizzy moved to a different property at this time. As of recent times, when they were tracking the messages, it was linked to this address. Now, it says it's off market because TR Trizzy has been renting this property. Now, there's no photos of it. My man did not doubt. Oh, there's only one photo of this property. There's no photos of this property. Okay, we can't find any photos of the property, but it says that TR Trizzy was renting this place. And they say it was physically present at the home between May 3rd, 2025 and May 5th, 2025 and the 13th of June, 2025 and the 25th of June, 2025. Connected to the home internet at that subject address. Now, it says that he used a fake name to rent this place called Rahul Ramesh. Maybe he might have known that they were on him. Who knows? And he only started renting it on the 10th of April, 2025. And they say he was paying $16,500 a month. But TR Trizzy would, say that he owns these places. He would act like he owned these places. And they subpoenaed this company, PMP Management. This is the company that they subpoenaed. And they've checkmated him, bro. The same IP address that was being used by his WhatsApp was the same IP address used to sign the DocuSign, because you guys know DocuSign. I've used it to sign quite a few things. Digital online signature platform, yeah? That same IP address is what was used to sign the document on DocuSign, to sign the lease for this property. They got him. They got him. They got him at every angle, bro. They've got him it's crazy, guys. It's scary. Oh, I'm scared, bruv. What the hell? And they even did some real life surveillance, guys, which is absolutely mental. It's terrifying, all right? On the 26th of June, 2025, all right? Less than a month ago, we all know TR Trizzy has a Cybertruck. He drives around in his Cybertruck on his Snap all the time, all right? But the FBI investigator says that around 9:45 a.m., they drove by TR Trizzy's house and took pictures of the house. And immediately after they were driving away, they were followed by a Cybertruck with a Florida number plate. They said the driver of the car pulled out of the yard and started following them. But the FBI person got to a stop sign. All right, they got to a stop sign, so they had to stop. And then they say TR Trizzy came round, blocked him in, rolled down the window, and the investigator confirmed it was TR Trizzy. They say TR Trizzy got out of the Cybertruck, went up to the FBI person's car, and keep in mind, this is happening within a gated community. So there are people in the gated community trying to get out. They're blocking traffic out of there. He's like, nah, who are you? Why are you taking pictures of my car? The security guard comes over to try and calm the situation down, and TR Trizzy says to the security guard, listen, like, this guy's taking pictures of my house. What is he doing here? He said his family and his kids are inside his house. Who is this man? He's taking pictures of my house. Now, eventually, TR Trizzy moved the Cybertruck and this FBI guy got out of there and he stopped following him. He says as he drove past the yard, he says it's like TR Trizzy was waiting for him and was taking pictures of him also. So he was on guard. He must have seen this coming. He must have known the time was near. But guys, here's where it gets absolutely crazy, all right? They say after doing an investigation into TR Trizzy, like a cash investigation, like, okay, where are you paying your taxes? How are you affording this lifestyle? They say there was no legitimate sources of income. None. Zero. Nothing. No legit what? Are you mad, bro? No legitimate sources of income, my brother. Like, what do you expect? You ain't got yourself covered, G. What is going on? They looked at a JP Morgan Chase bank account he had, yeah? We have Chase Bank in the UK, but JP Morgan Chase. And they say between April 2023 and February 2025, he made over $400,000 worth of cash deposits. Cash. Now, it's America. They're going to take your cash. Yeah, it may seem easy. You're getting away with it, bro. But once you get investigated, once you're getting audited by the IRS, if you ain't got your paperwork in order, so help you God. So help you God. But out of this 400K, half of them were cash payments and half of it was Zelle payments. Zelle is like bank transfer in America. They don't have bank transfer like we do. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is everything about the TR Trizzy situation so far. It's absolutely crazy. I think he was just living the fast life, got way too comfortable and forgot, you're actually doing something illegal here, G. You need to cover your tracks. You need to make sure you've got things in place. So if the FBI do come knocking, if the IRS do come, you've got all your paperwork in order. It's like, what are you talking about? I've got this in order. What are you talking about? I would never do that. What are you talking about? Links to meth? How are you gonna link the phone to me? You need to move smarter, bro. But that's what the FBI do though. They let people get comfortable. They let you slip up, and then boom, you can never be slipping. Every dog has their day though, man. Every dog has their day. And a lot of you man in the UK doing things you might think, oh, it's tiny, oh, it's not that deep, or using Snapchat accounts, blah, blah, blah. Just wait. Just wait. Honestly, just wait. Like, pattern up, bro. Pattern up. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Yeah, Chung Lee, what do you think of this whole situation, actually? You've been silent throughout the whole thing. Chung Lee says, what a f***ing idiot. Chung Lee says, this is one of the dumbest people I've ever seen. I can't believe you called him the UK's richest rapper. He was acting like he owned the yard. He never owned the yards. Ugh, yeah, I mean, I feel you got to fake it till you make it. There's got to be an element of fake it till you make it. But at the same time, the way you present yourself online, it's like you own all these things, you're building things up, but you were never legit, G. You were never legit. Like, you were never even legit. Like, you see him in all these circles and things like that. Brother, you were never legit. Like, how does that make sense? You were never fucking legit. Like, I feel like anyone could have, anyway, hindsight's a crazy thing, you know? And things are probably going so well, but anyway, man, listen, we'll wait to see what happens with this investigation, guys. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love to every single one of you.